macho stuff. I suppose that's what they put.
Well, but is that true in your case?
Okay, let me put it like this. If I'm going for enjoyment and I just okay, let me just be on the real. I just want to look at their physique. Then okay, I might enjoy that. But that shouldn't be the only reason that I go, unless I want it to be, to watch the basketball players and the football players and the boxing players.
The boxing? So you don't...
Whoever. You know what I'm saying? Look, if I'm watching it, I'm going to be honest with you. I watch boxing, but I do take an interest in how they look. I have to tell you, yes, I am a woman who likes to look at attractive men. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there.
And that's natural in the same way for women.
There you go. But for me, I would probably look at it for that. But for a guy, they're more interested in the game, obviously. Maybe. Usually. I can't speak for everybody, so I'm just going to leave it like that.
No, you're right. No, but you're right. Because men, as they're looking at a sporting event, you're looking at it from a competition standpoint, whether you engaged in it yourself when you were younger or presently or whatever. You're looking at the game because it's the game and you would like to see the competition. And I think women look at competition the same way.
Yes.
And so, but there are some people, women and men for that matter, looking at tennis matches. I know that all men that look at tennis and look at Serena didn't pick up a tennis racket ever in their lives. Okay. And so they're looking because it's Serena, and it's like, yeah, I'm looking because it's Serena. So don't get this wrong.
Exactly. She look good. Okay, Rose, you see, you just keep doing it. You've done it again. Neatly leading me in. Link 11. Okay, people, let me know if you think this is true or false, because I don't know. Okay. Our brains see men as whole and women as parts. What did you just say? People be looking at Serena because they're checking her out. Okay, they're checking out her physique. Okay, parts of. I told you I'm trying to keep it clean, people. I told you. Right after dark is coming, but right now.
But you're right. I mean, you are right. Men have a complete, almost outwardly thought process when they first meet someone. That is absolutely correct.
Now, people, let me know at Ask Avani Show, true or false. We know that this usually is the case, but I don't know. I mean, people might say, "Oh, yeah, it's not true. It's not true." Well, let us know, and please, if you can, elaborate as to why. Whichever way you are voting, as it were, which is true or false, tell me why you think that. We want to know. Because going forward, link 10, heroes, 6 myths about men, women, and relationships. Now, I do try not to do this too much, but sometimes, as I said, I am mischievous. I can't help it. Sometimes it happens. And I end up going down this particular rabbit hole. 6 myths about men, women, and relationships. Now, apparently the research shows that we're a lot more alike than most of us think. Sort of thing. So it's interesting. Again, guys and girls, I want you to go and read and let me know. And I've told you about the poll at Ask Avani Show. So, because my poll, K-Rose, was basically asking, they're saying that men want beauty and women want money. And I found that intriguing. Like, oh, really? Is that really what we want from each other? And is that a fair deal? Because if a man's only looking at a woman for her beauty, is that the reason why, quote unquote, many of them want to get a new model when a woman hits over 40 or 50?
Well, but I think that was an old thought process. But I think it was geared toward how men looked at relationships during that time. Also, it was cool and hip for a man to get a younger wife in years past, and it didn't show true love to me. It didn't show that the man was. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like he had like a chosen marriage type thing, and when he first got married, and then he found out that, oh, I'm old enough to pick somebody else, and so he discards the second one. I mean, that's not a relationship to me.
Yeah, if somebody, he's a bit sort of shallow how kind of thing.
Right, but unfortunately, if you have a world where men are making more money than women, right, and society doesn't look at the man in a negative way for divorcing his wife or having an affair and getting another wife.
That's usually a bit younger, yeah.
Younger or even, same age or whatever. I think it should be looked at as negatively, as it should be 50-50. You shouldn't look at a woman and say, well, man, she's just nasty. She was having an affair. But the man has an affair. Well, he's just a man being a man. And
yeah.
I don't believe that. I think in a relationship, you should be with the person you want to be with, and you should love that person. And if you're an idiot and you're doing things that are wrong, either sex, then you need to be ejected out of it.
Uh-oh.
But men get a pass too much on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. See, people. Okay, thank you. Can I get amen? Because you see that, K-Rose, you said it. Thank you very much. As if I'd have said it, I think the uproar would have been like, "Oh, you women, you always say that." Nah. See, hello, K-Rose.
Well, I said it, and I'll say it again if I need to, because I'm tired. I don't respect the person. I always said to people that I knew, I say one thing: I know where all my children are, so I wasn't out having children when I was younger. I was making sure that I was safe and not having children over in 5 different relationships. And then I always said I didn't get married to commit adultery. And so for me, it's simple. I'm married, and if I felt that I didn't need to be married, then okay, cool. But until I'm not married, I'm not going out to the rest of the universe. Not happening.
Well, okay, then I want you to tell me what you think about these 6 common myths. Because I see, okay, number 1 says women are more romantic than men. Is that a myth, though? I mean, I don't know. I mean,
90% yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that's true more often than not. Yes. So I don't know if it's like the myth per se. But okay, let's look at this one. Number 2. A mate's physical attractiveness is far more important to men than it is to women. Okay, ding, the bells are ringing. Okay, I think that one is true.
Say that again. You were breaking up just a little bit. Say that again.
A mate's physical attractiveness is far more important to men than it is to women. I ain't being funny, but I think this is kind of true. And it even says the myth is based on a kernel of truth, because I ain't being funny. If you put a so-called pretty girl in front of a guy, and you put someone who say you put a tall, slim girl, and then you put a woman who's a bit curvier, with the man is more likely to choose the slimmer woman. I think.
But that's, again, you're looking at the outside package. It just depends on where they are at that moment in their lives. To me, some men are always going to choose the same person. They're going to choose that same type all the time, every time. But if you have somebody that is a friend or something like that, as some people you have to mature. Some people have always had this as a ability, which I think I have. You just choose who you want to be with because you want to be with them.
Yes, exactly. And it's not, but see, further on down in it, apparently they said that, let's see, both men and women think looks are important, but yes, men did rate it slightly higher than women, but they're saying men and women ranked a series of characteristics for potential mates. So men ranked looks on average as the 4th most important trait, while women ranked it about 6. So both genders ranked it highly, but obviously not right at the top, which would be really shallow, I suppose. But I suppose they say this is what men and women claim they're looking for. So maybe when they know they're taking a test, right, they decided to try and style it out so that they didn't look so superficial.
I'm not trying to say men aren't superficial and shallow, so I'm not even saying that. Yes, they are.
I mean, okay, there's more. I'm trying to keep it clean, people, really. Let's see. Okay. Men and women have fundamentally different personalities and orientations towards relationships. Well,
true.
That, again, I don't think that's a myth. We do have different personalities, and they do have, everyone's different, innit? Everyone's looking for something different in their partner. So, I don't know. They say it's a myth, but interesting. men and women have fundamentally different ways of handling conflict. Oh, yeah. I think that's true. Again, I think it's more geared towards the person as opposed to the sex. Because people handle things, especially conflict and anger and all that, differently, innit? It doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman, because there are who, when they get angry, they want to go and punch somebody, same as a man would. So, hello.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, well, just because I'm a woman, I'm going to be more gentle. No. Because some people really want to go for a rock. They want to fight.
Right. I mean, and that's based on upbringing and based on the type of person you are.
Environmental, you know.
And maturity. I mean, there was a time when I would have come to blows on some things that I now never will. And money even gets to be part of the equation. Since I'm older and I may have more money than the person that I may bust up, I lose more than they would. So
well, there you go. Because if they say, right, I'm going to sue you. So it's like, okay, oh no, oops, kind of thing. I'm going to be going to court for that. So that's not something you want to, you know, they say you got to think before you act. In most cases, it's definitely true sort of thing. You have to think before you act, because otherwise it could get you into a lot of trouble now, people. Come on. You know, just take a deep breath now. We know you want to kill somebody, but just take a deep breath. Just breathe.
This will be tagged as the Avani Violence Show. Okay, you have said kill, shoot, beat, rock. I mean, you are just brutal today.
No. I'm trying. Listen, I'm trying.
You're trying. You are trying
to be violent. It's not about violence. Hey, people. We're loving it. We know you're loving what we're posting at Ask Avani Show. Let us know what you think. Keep it coming. We can see you there. Oh, girl. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Okay, link 12. 8 myths about men you need to stop believing. Now, some of these articles, like I said, I'm just like, oh, my God. This is hilarious. And apparently, the article says these truths about men are total BS. Okay. Let me see.
Okay. How do you these truths? Did you say these truths about men are BS? They can't be truths.
Okay, quote unquote. That's what the article says. These quote unquote truths about men are total BS. So this is what the article is saying, that you have to stop believing. But okay, people may not want to stop believing it, innit? They might like it. Or it might just be true for them. So it's you have to decide, if it's true for you, you might just be like, listen, I'm going to plead the fifth because I actually like Number 1, myth, men want to do the chasing. I don't know, man. Because they reckon it's calling it the Clooney effect. Oh my God, I just want to say. But they reckon when they polled more than 5,000 men and women about love and sex, apparently 90% of guys reported that they were okay with a woman asking them out. Well, they better be, because listen, if they wait to ask a woman, she might just keep saying no.
That's true.
Because all the women that they like, she might not like them. So they're going to just keep getting the brush off, innit?
That is absolutely true.
They better wait. They better be all right with a woman asking them out. Like I said, otherwise they may never go out with nobody. Number 2, men just want no strings attached sex. I don't think that's true. No.
You don't? I'm shocked by that.
Oh, because I mean, all right, let's say, okay, let me put it like this. When they're younger, maybe they do. Maybe that's all they can think about. Who knows? But when they get older, people, you know what to do. Let me know at Ask Avani Show. Maybe, unless they're having, that male menopause.
Right.
Then they might say, no, I actually want to be with someone who I actually like to be around, to talk to have a laugh with, to share things with, and so on and so forth. They might actually be mature. They may not just be thinking with a particular part of their anatomy, shall we say.
Well, I think it's age specific.
And we will keep them up.
I agree with that. I think it's age specific.
Yeah, I think so. Because, as you get older, your priorities change, and what you want out of life changes, and what you want to do changes. So, whatever. Number 3, men don't have a biological clock. Well, okay, I don't think they have a biological clock, as it were, but I think that there are men who do specifically go to have a partner so that they can have kids, which ain't nothing wrong with that. If you want a family, then that's what you're going to go towards, isn't it? You want someone who wants the same things as you, isn't it?
Right.
So what's the point of being with someone who you're completely poles apart? They want this,